Lakeview High School junior Levi Youmans is the 2017 Michigan Boys Division II state diving champion. He and his coach Willie English just returned from the Region 6 competition at Purdue University, where Levi finished 5th. Levi caught the eye of several college coaches with the results of his hard work and discipline.
Levi, tell me how you did in Indianapolis.
The main goal for Indianapolis was definitely to, go out there, have fun, make it a good learning experience. I placed 5th overall, so I didn't do too bad at the meet, and I definitely was looking to qualify for nationals. That's the main goal this year.
What's a typical day like for you during swim season?
Usually, I start off, get here about 3:15, get a small warm up, get on the board, do some front jumps, and then Willie usually tell us what we got going on for the day.
How did you get started with diving?
I got started with diving when I was in 6th grade. I was at the middle school and just on free time during a swim lesson thing that we had to do for middle school. And Julie Youngquist, the swim coach here, told me to give the dive coach at the high school a call. So give him a call and been here pretty much ever since.
How would you encourage other students that are thinking about going into diving to keep following that path?
I would definitely tell them, 110% go out for it. Kind of thought I would like it, but not really when I was first starting. And just the more I stayed with it, the more I realized, hey, I'm getting pretty good at this. I could do something cool.
What's a typical day like for you when you're not in swim season?
We still have practice right after school, so I get to practice about 3:15. I work a lot more on like the fundamentals, like the board work, the front jumps, and then go through usually a smaller workout, working on more things that I need to work on that I should have during season but didn't have time to.
Who is the biggest help to you outside of Willie, your coach?
My parents are definitely the biggest help, other than Willie. All the family and friends. My parents always make sure that I have everything that I need for dive practices, dive meets. Got a long meet, my parents will get me my animal crackers, my Gatorade that I got at every meet. So my parents are probably two of the coolest people I have ever met in my entire life. My mom, her name is Kim. When I was growing up, she took me and my sister to school every single day until we both got our licenses. Any chance she gets to drive us around, she loves. Spend time with us, she's absolutely amazing. My dad is the exact same way. Any little bit of time that we have together is absolutely awesome. My goals for next year are definitely to win state again, be a 2-time state champ. I would like to win all the meets this year. I won every meet except for one. I'm really hoping to make that another goal. And I want to break the records that have been up on the record board since 1982. It's been a goal of mine since I was in middle school.
Now, when you come out of that, it's just like you were going to go on your hands, okay? So when I call you out, hop! Right. God has blessed me. I've been very, very, very fortunate to have been able to have my hand in the training of most all divers that have come out of Battle Creek. And that's just because Battle Creek's small. I love these kids. I love them. They're my kids. They'll always be my kids. When I see them, I hug them. It's just, if you can hear me talk about it, that's my passion. God has blessed me. He's blessed me a lot. I've been able to work with some divers that have had some great, great potential. The opportunity for some of these swimmers and divers to have opportunity to maybe try to qualify for the Olympics. Just recently we had Clay Youngquist, whom his mom is LAC coach, who's down at the other end of the pool, who worked very hard to have that opportunity. But that's the key word here, work. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of commitment in order for even you to have a thought process to do that.
I want to dive in college. I think that would be a really nice experience, and it definitely help pay for college if I can find a nice scholarship somewhere and that has what I'd like to do for schooling. That'd make things real fun.
Most college coaches really do recruit based on what your potential, not what can you do for them now, but maybe what you can do for the team down the road. And he's certainly got a whole lot of potential. And sure, do I think he has an opportunity to make an Olympic trial competition? Certainly. He's got some work to do, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. And I think with his work ethic and his drive, he could do that.
Willie English has been coaching swimming and diving for many years. He has coached some very talented people and even a few Olympic hopefuls. But recently, Willie faced one of the toughest parts of his life, the tragic loss of one of those talented hopefuls, Jordell Wells. Jordell was Willie's brother.
My little brother, Jordell Wells, unfortunately we lost him around Christmas time. And when he was a sophomore, he was fourth at the state meet at Eastern Michigan. And I promised him, you make all state, I'll take you to Indiana diving camp. And he was fourth. And we went down to Indiana diving camp with Jeff Huber. And I picked him up that Friday from camp. And Jeff put his arm around Jordell and said, you know, if he sticks with it and he does all the things necessary, you know, I could see him at the Olympic trials. Not on the team, but at the trials, making an effort to try to make that team. For me as a coach, and to hear that come from about my brother, certainly gave me a lot of pride, but it also gave me a lot of confidence as a coach. Coming from an Olympic coach, saying that a kid that I trained has that a possibility, that drives me. It drives me a lot. Unfortunately, I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about the situation that happened with that young man, that he lost his focus, stepping away from what people have set up for you to be successful. Because that's my job as a coach. It's not only coach these kids to be divers, but also to be successful when they leave this program. And unfortunately, Jordell lost the battle with addiction. And I truly believe in my heart that if I could have continued to help him down the path that we had set up for him, diving-wise, he would still be here.
I would give Willie, the biggest thanks that anybody could. You know, if I could hold the sign from the Empire State Building, I would. But I mean, Willie has done everything he possibly could to make me the best diver that I can, and he's missed his family time to be at practices, to be at meets, and he's just all around best coach there is out there. My parents, I definitely would tell them thank you for pushing me, especially coming in my freshman year. I was gonna quit diving and decided, my parents, made me come back, and I'm more than glad that I did, because it's turned out to something great.
I still cry, I still miss him, just even talking about him right now. It's still hard. He should be here. He should be here on this deck helping me. He really should. Jordell should not be gone. Not over a drug addiction. He should not be gone.
The world's not a good place, but if you can make it a better place, then that's what you should do.
Hard work, dedication, focus, and great coaching are all ingredients to success, not just in swimming and diving, but in life. We plan on keeping an eye on Levi and Willie in future programs.